So you gotta be quiet. None of that ouch. As soon as I start rapping and stuff.
You rap?
Yes, I'm a rapper.
He's terrible.
Say you rap?
You know, a son should never see his father fall off the pedal. So.
Watch this. I'm about to rip it. I got
Okay.
my son in here. Just waiting for this beat to drop. I got my merch on. Okay. I'm feeling good. Black hoodie. Black pants. I'm about to make a dance with my lyrical rhymes. Okay, I feel it. Here it go. Like this. Walk up in the club with my merch on. Feeling hella good, feeling hella strong. People like, yo, where you get that? Black hoodie and a black cat. I'm like, yo, you can get you one for dub or 215 and one for love. I got them in the back of my trunk right now. Merch going straight wild. 2 dudes and a chick from Doc. Got us feeling more fly than a flock. Flock of chicks, flock of hoes walking through. Walk a flock of flame, now I'm coming through. In the club feeling fly. Girls dancing on me, why? Why? Cause I'm the man, Priest D in the house and doing what I can.
Good job. Okay.
Be quiet, y'all.
Hey, that'd be classic if he just was like, I did not record
He
anything.
probably didn't.
RP was like that.
Hey,
was
but that you know, that is kind of kismic that you was wearing them pants when I came in.
Man, hey, well, I always wear these pants by default.
Facts.
Somebody pointed that out on so you always wearing those
the
same
thing.
sweats. But let's get this started, y'all. Thank you for turning in 2 dudes and a chick. It's your boy Double S Ryder, Slim and Sexy, aka Mr. PhD, Pretty Handsome Don Juan, aka Double SCD, the Slim Sexy Celine Dion, also known as Priest Daddy riding in the caddy. Sorry to keep y'all waiting, ladies. Go ahead and say what's up, Daddy. Hey, what's up, ladies?
What's good, everybody? This is Dr. IJ.
What's up, y'all? This your girl Tiff.
And welcome to 2 Dudes and a Chick. How y'all been, man?
I have been great. Busy.
Booked and busy. I knew that was coming.
Ain't nothing changed. It's actually really about to
Keep
get real.
them out because I want to hear.
Oh. It's really about to get real up in these streets, like legit every weekend here on out.
Yeah, you about to really get real, yeah?
Yeah, because, dude, it's freaking May 1st.
Yes, it is.
Like,
We in the 5th month of the
what
year
the
officially.
heck?
Oh, yeah.
That just went by so fast.
Officially.
But do we say that every year?
I
Ooh,
think
this
we
year
do.
going by
Nah,
fast.
it's like the
But
older
it's getting
you get,
faster.
No, I'm saying the
Getting
older you
faster.
get, the months go by like weeks.
It's getting
and
faster.
Our baby girl, she's going to be freaking 5 this month. That's just crazy. Like, 5? We had her 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Man.
I still
What's
remember
crazy?
it like yesterday.
Hey, you know what I be thinking about what's crazy is you could pinpoint the date we was getting busy.
I can't with Bella. You can't with Bella?
Yeah.
Oh, because you was playing.
No, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about like 5 years ago, this day in 9 months, we was getting busy. That's what I be thinking about even when I see people
Right.
pregnant, I be like, dang, 4 months ago you was getting busy.
You know what? I was actually thinking that today because I seen a lady pregnant.
I knew I wasn't the only one that think like that.
I was like, I'm like, you 6 months away from getting busy.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
I know
if
what you were doing
everything-
6 months
If
ago.
everything went bad, sometimes I think about that when I see women who are not necessarily attractive in my eyes.
Yeah. You like,
you
who
put
was hitting
in
that 6
my
months ago?
eyes.
Yes, I
There's
look at them and I'd be
somebody
like,
for everybody.
I'd be like, 6 months ago somebody was tapping that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do.
That's
I
really
thought
what
about
y'all
that a
be
couple
doing?
times. So.
I do, and then I'll be like, then I'll spend my whole time like, who was it?
Who was it?
Was it?
Who was it? Like, can I see?
Who
Can
you
I
with?
figure? Can I figure
Who
that
you
out?
with?
And then can I ask him questions like, why?
Wow.
It's messed up.
Is it really messed up?
Hey,
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hey, this that is messed up.
It is, because if I ever
Very
walked
much
in the
so
room
messed up.
and somebody looked at my baby mama, was just like,
Why?
why?
That's messed up.
I would be.
I'd be
How
upset.
do you feel?
Hey, we gotta get back on our book club hype, dog.
Oh. Well, before we do that, I got some roundup for you guys.
Let's talk about it. Keep
Yeah.
talking to Mike.
Well, can you
Whoa.
move the mic over? You put it not in my face. Is that better for you?
I mean, sure.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, it's so sad because John Singleton passed away.
Yes, yes.
But did y'all know he was only 51?
Dude,
I
Looked like he was a lot older than that. I didn't
Man.
realize he was that young.
I didn't know that he.
I didn't know he was
Hello.
that young either.
Yeah, because when you find out that he's 51, it puts in perspective how young he was when he made Boys in the Hood.
Oh, well, how old is that movie?
That movie came out
Like 20 something years ago.
Yeah,
Think about
so
we've been out
They
of
said
high
he was
school.
24,
We was out of high school. We gonna be rolling up on Dub.
bro. We would, yeah, and we
And
wasn't even in
we
high
weren't even
school.
in high. That's why I said we weren't even in high school when
We
that come
wasn't
out.
when we seen that movie?
Nah, we
What
was
was
like
it?
middle school,
Nah, 'cause
maybe
you-
elementary.
Yeah, cause you know why? Cause my
I was
mom
watching
took me
that
to
movie
the
in elementary school.
my mom took me to the movies to see Minister Society. And she was like, I'm gonna show you what you ain't gonna be like your brothers. she took me for that as a lesson of what could happen if I want to be on these streets like my brothers and them. So
Wow.
and Boys in the Hood came out before Menace.
Yeah. So
Dang.
yeah, but
Well,
it
it was sad.
some of the pictures that they were showing of him, like his eyes was looking kind of
Puffy.
like, yeah, man. He just
He
So
looking
was
sickly?
he sick? Cause
Well, he
I
had
ain't
a
gonna lie,
stroke.
he was always bald and funny looking to me. No disrespect. So that kind of aged him a lot. Cause his eyes always been like puffy and tight.
I ain't never really noticed it until now, but I was just looking at his eyes, and his eyes to me said he wasn't in the best health.
Did he have some type of disease? Like I didn't read the
Nah,
background.
they
like,
just said he had a stroke.
He had a stroke.
And when you have a stroke, like there's no guarantee.
You gonna come back from that,
Yeah.
especially
But-
the older you get.
But I mean, at 51, dog, that's hella young.
It is.
Hella young now because we
That
hella-
is.
We old as hell. Closer you get to 40, you be like, what?
Woo.
Yes.
72? That man didn't live his life.
Right? He had some more living to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, real
Dang.
talk, like 51 though, that's dumb young, dog.
It's
is.
dumb young, but you do also realize that there was a time in this country that living to 51 was old.
Hey, what was the last movie he made? Anybody know?
I don't know.
Nah.
Like, has he been making movies?
Ooh.
Somebody Google that.
They say
I think the last major movie he directed was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Oh, he directed it.
And then other movies he been kind of like executive producer on stuff like that.
hey, you know he was the producer of what's the name? My movie Fresh? Nah, not Fresh. What's that one drug dealer movie I be watching, Tiff?
I'm gonna need you to narrow it down a little
On
bit.
FX.
Oh,
Snowfall.
That was his.
That was his joint.
Yeah, that was his latest. That was his latest.
That was
joint.
latest thing.
Yeah.
Snowfall.
Okay.
Too Fast, Too Furious, Boys in the Hood, Four Brothers,
Oh,
Shaft.
that was a good one. Four Brothers. That's what Marky Mark, huh?
Yeah.
He got classics,
Tyrese.
man.
Yeah.
Adoption, Black Moon Snake.
And I hear that the fight has already begun.
Over his estate.
The fight is on, oh Christian.
And you know he was Beverly Hills Cop
soldiers.
3.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
I don't even know if I really even seen that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's Eddie Murphy, right?
Yeah.
Baby Boy, hey, he had
I
hits.
love Baby
Yeah,
Boy. I
Baby
could
Boy
like
was
Baby
a hit,
Boy is
though.
one that you can
Baby
let play
Boy
if
was a
it
hit.
come on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the one thing that every brother remember out of that is, I love you, but I mess with other girls. That's like every dude, like
Yeah, I just said that before.
that's every dude favorite line on Baby Boy.
That movie is.
Hey, you know what's
dope.
crazy? I didn't realize, like when I was young, Baby Boy came out when we was crazy young, dog.
It
I'm
is.
So
young. I don't think so.
I want.
How old were we? Because I remember that movie like
It came out in 2001.
Okay, we weren't that young.
I mean, yeah, we wasn't that young.
We weren't young, but I'm
But-
just saying, like, you ain't been through life.
The crazy thing about Baby Boy is like, I think
20.
every
Was that Taraji's first movie?
I think every black man at some point in his life been in that baby boy period where you trying to figure out how to become a man. You ain't got that official grown man hustle yet.
Yeah.
But everybody telling you like you need to get a
$40.
hustle. Like
Man,
you just
hey,
trying to figure it
You know
out.
what's crazy? I always been scared of that, dog. I always been scared of the transition of being a bum type dude. You know what I mean? Like or somebody having to tell me I need to get it together.
I know what you mean.
So with me having that type of fear, I always been trying to be ahead of the curve.
I definitely
That's why I went to school. Like, I'm gonna go to school and figure this out in school.
When I got back from Texas, I was on that hype because it was like you got to get a job where you can't live here. And I just remember like anything, a temp job,
Something.
working at the refinery, like everything was. I remember like within like a 3-week period, I had like 6 jobs.
Dang.
Like I would go to one job.
Oh, you were working 6 jobs.
Yeah, but it would be like not like working 6 jobs. Like I would start a job and realize like
This ain't it.
this ain't it, and then a better job would come along because I'm still taking interviews. Like it was just like that perpetual hustle where it's like I never was comfortable. My mama was like, it's cool for you to stay here. My grandfather was like, it ain't good for you to stay here. You know what I mean? And his whole thing was like, you need to get up and get out every day.
Man,
And you got a kid.
you fighting against the world, huh?
Man, like
Knuckles all boozed up and everything. I
Man.
just wanted to say that. You don't know where that's from, huh?
I don't.
I learned it. This is Busta Rhymes. I thought it was a John Singleton movie. He was like,
He did higher learning?
Knuckles all boozed up and everything. When
did Higher
they fought
Learning?
the white boys. You don't remember that part?
Yeah, I do. I don't know who
That's
did
John
Higher Learning.
Singleton.
Oh, it's John Singleton.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I
Okay.
thought of another John Singleton movie. I just really just wanted to throw that line out there.
Hey,
So
I
he
like-
was young making movies.
He was young. making
Man,
movies.
that's dope. Like, I don't think people really appreciate how young that cat
He was like a little Ryan Coogler, if you think
Straight
about it.
up. Making hits, movie
Yeah.
productions.
Why that name sound familiar? Who's that?
Oh my gosh.
Black Panther,
Please, Jesus.
Creed.
What? That's not.
Okay.
You
Fruitvale
don't gotta
Station.
know who make the movies.
You gotta know. Hey, man, today is a good day, man. Doc came through with some merch.
Wait, before you talk about that, we gotta give it up because Vallejo was in the building.
Oh,
Yes,
man.
yes,
Let
sir.
me tell y'all, shout out to CC Sabathia,
3,000.
Vallejo's finest.
Vallejo's finest. He just
Hall
had
of
his
Fame.
3,000 strikeout yesterday.
3,000, dog.
There's
Hey,
only
he-
3 other
A
lefties.
walking, living legend, dog.
Hey, it's so dope to just be on the radio this morning
And
and
hear
hear them
that.
just
Hear it.
talking about it,
Man,
and just knowing like, oh yeah, I used to play baseball,
man,
football with them.
just
like,
knowing I
you
know
what I'm
that
saying?
cat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Nah, that's
Dope.
huge. That's huge. Like I heard, like one of them shows I listened to, they had like a real like 10-minute debate, like on how he's a Hall of Famer and stuff, and I was just like, man, like
He's like kind of a big deal, guys.
That's
Right.
crazy. Hey, you know,
like outside, like he a big deal in Vallejo, but I don't think we
big
really
deal.
understand
I
the
was just finna say
magnitude
that.
of who
Hey,
he is.
I was just finna say that because see, he come to Vallejo and walk around like, hey, not to bring that up, but how comfortable Nipsey was in Compton. Can C be that comfortable?
Yeah, I mean,
but you know what I'm saying? Like, not.
I
not,
feel what you're
but
saying.
but think about it, cause C is way bigger than like.
I feel it's a different game for
It's a different game, different thing, but it's still the same type of jealousy that's out there.
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Let's not even.
I'm not trying to wish that on nobody. I'm really not.
I
but
know
I'm
you're
just
not,
saying,
but
like,
I'm just saying that it's a whole different. Like
You're
C
killing
ain't,
my vibe.
yeah, C ain't never even been.
He ain't about that life.
Yeah, that ain't
It's
even
different.
his mo, bro.
Nah, I know it's not his MO,
I
but
get
I'm
what you're
just saying,
saying,
like,
but
Nah, I think C
man,
definitely.
because I'm happy for that.
I mean,
dude.
not-
and I
not-
just don't want no hater.
It's not that I think C come home. Like he comes
He
home.
come home and kick it.
Yeah.
See home in the V, big
Yeah,
kicking it,
bruh.
like no problems, and
And-
the city love him.
And yeah. C come home, and if he was gonna have some issues, bro, he would have had issues
A long time ago.
a long time ago, bro. C ain't having no issues at 40.
I feel you. Man, but like I said, man, I ain't mean to kill the vibe, but shout out to my dude, man.
Yeah, you killed it though.
No, I didn't. I'm about to
Yeah.
bring it back, man. Hey, 3,000 strikes, dog.
Hey, you shot it. Doot, doot.
Hey, living legend, man.
Hey, man. Hey, C, can you please come on the show one time? Can we get C
Since you're
on the
about to
show?
retire and everything, you
Man,
might have a
we
little
get
bit of time on your
Yeah.
hands.
I have, you know, it's a big season, dog. I wouldn't even want to just.
I mean, he ain't got to come on during the
talking
season.
about right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, we can get that. I
just-
definitely know he'd be down. To
I'm
be on
just
the
like,
show.
can he come sit with us one time? You know what I'm saying? Come chop it up so we can talk about the
See the
3,000.
one who told
Hey.
me about All American.
Yeah, hey, see, man. And you know what's crazy, dog? To be who C is and be the
As
same.
Humbled,
humbled,
and
chill
him and
cat.
Amber.
Yeah, that's.
Shout out to the Sabathias.
I don't. Do you think you could be as humble with all that? Do y'all think I could be humble with all
No.
that?
Yes, I think that you.
I
Would
think
still
I
be the same
would be,
person.
dog. You
Nah,
don't think so?
Yeah,
I
I
do.
think so, and I
do,
think
bruh.
that you. Everybody eating.
I honestly,
Everybody eats B.
I honestly feel, bro, like you're not a money person. I don't even know if you would know what to do if you had money like that, if you made it like that.
I would.
think he would.
Come on. Hey, I'll be up in Frisco in a high rising.
I'm not moving
Chilling.
to Frisco.
I keep telling her, man, when we retire, get these kids out, we're going to sell everything and get
Never.
a studio in
No.
Frisco.
Never. That's just dumb.
That is dumb.
Oh, speaking of, are you dumb?
You gonna always have a kid. You got 3 of them. You gonna always have a kid living with you.
And 5 of them joints, man.
Dad, can we just come live with you while our house getting built?
Dad, can we this? Dad, can we?
Speaking of,
Remy
are you
Ma?
dumb? Remy Ma.
I don't know nothing about this.
So
Fill me in.
apparently,
She back in the slammer, I heard.
she's out on bail. Apparently,
I know Bill, fresh out of jail, California dreaming.
went upside somebody's head.
From Love and Hip Hop, huh?
That one girl that was talking mad smack.
Ooh.
Really?
Who is the okay?
When
well,
when
if I
reality
even-
become real life, huh?
So it's the girl. So you remember the Let It Rain, Clear It Out chick? I can't think of her name right now.
With the blue hair?
Remember the girl who sings that song?
Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
So when the girl Brittany, she's the girl who had the long ponytails at the reunion, and she used to talk and clap off so much and talk so much smack that everybody's like, dude, like, what are you doing? Because she went on social media and posted this whole big sad looking picture of her with her black eye, and
I seen that. But I
it's
don't
just
even-
like, I don't know why she did this. And then she name dropped Remy Ma, and you know she's on probation. So
Oh, I thought she was off by now.
she's on probation or parole, one of the two. I don't know the difference. Parole is when you don't finish your time,
Yeah.
and then probation is when you finish your time, but we still got to see how you about to do outside.
Yeah. Similar. Yeah.
Either one of those, if you mess up, it's not good.
Yep.
Right. So, she just turned herself in. My thing is that if you know you got so much on the line, he wants some water.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to be.
You ain't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, can't nobody get me that mad
Nah.
to take away my freedom.
Nah, that's just doing
Like,
way
period.
too much.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's doing way too much. I didn't even know Remy Ma was on Love and Hip Hop.
Barely.
Like
Is she barely on? I don't even know why
every,
she
you
on
know,
there.
the reason why I really don't watch Love and Hip Hop is I feel like every time I see Love and Hip Hop is people who I don't know in hip hop on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
That is real.
You know what I mean? Like they gotta tell me a whole backstory that by the time they tell me the backstory, I'm like, so they're not really in hip hop. They're just like,
What
They
you're
just dropped
saying
a
is-
single.
right. And they all aspiring artists. So ain't nobody
yeah.
really like drop nothing. It's just like, I'm about to.
Nah,
Rich
you know,
Dollars is still on there. Rich, what are you doing? What do
nah,
you do?
you know who's like that? Love and Basketball. Everybody got some type some type of bit. Is it Love and Basketball or Love and Hip Hop?
know
But
what
both of
you're
them
talking
shows,
about.
they damn near like
You
cousins.
talking about Basketball
All of them
Wives?
be having like shows. I mean, businesses that you don't never see them
Yeah, I was
do.
gonna say, don't hate on Love and Basketball, bruh.
The movie?
Yeah.
I'm confused now. What
Nah.
are we talking about here?
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but I think you talking about Basketball Wives.
Basketball
Oh,
Wives,
Basketball Wives.
Housewives of Atlanta, and Love and Hip
Nah,
Hop.
Nene, she got her store. She got her boutique.
Now, see, my issue with Basketball Wives is my same issue with Love and Hip Hop. Is you get on there and you find out that 3/4 of them ain't basketball wives.
But they were at one point, or they were their
It's like
significant other.
I'm a basketball girlfriend who
Yeah.
dated one basketball player, and then it'd be all like basketball players again that you ain't never heard of.
Are they playing like overseas or
Played
something?
overseas.
It'd be like my dude, he played for the Kings, but he sit the bench. You'd be like, then what is you on the show for?
What is
Why
you doing?
are you
Like
here?
that. Like, matter of fact, you couldn't do better. Like, I be really feeling that way. Except for like Shawnee, but then Shawnee created it. So you know, it's just like, okay, Shawnee, I give it up to you. Like, you created it. You found your hustle. Congratulations. But
Yeah,
the rest
she
of
has a
them,
whole like franchise now.
she do.
Because it's LA and it's did they wait, is it just LA for Basketball Wives?
Yeah, I don't keep up.
I don't know.
I don't keep up with none of them shows, man. Only show I kept up with is All American. That show kind of hard.
Well, that's not even.
Yeah, I haven't even seen it yet.
It's not reality, but I'm just saying, like, I ain't binge watched the show in a minute, but I binge watched that show in 2 days, dog.
Well, I just.
And it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
What's it about again?
It's based on a true story, but it's about a high school dude who's dope, and then a coach from Beverly Hills comes and recruits him
Crenshaw.
from Crenshaw, right? Comes and recruits him to go play for Beverly High. But it's
And it shows the parallels of both worlds of a black kid being around a
right,
rich area.
and the coach's connection to him, and you should just watch it. I can't
Kind of
even
like
really.
a De La Salle, like De La Salle was doing back in the day, going to Richmond, grabbing kids.
Come
That's
on
what they
now.
was doing.
Hell yeah.
Man,
They-
hell yeah.
Private
Heck
school, though,
yeah.
they could do that.
Yeah,
A
Private schools can recruit.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
De La
It's just
Salle was
public
going
schools
there.
can't.
Nah,
They had a winning streak for how many years?
man, it was for a
Man.
bunch, and De La Salle was going all over the bay.
Picking up them kids. Where you live, Sacramento, we'll find a way to pick you up. Be ready at 3 o'clock in the morning. We'll get you to school on time.
We'll get it. A coach would be there to pick you up and bring you
Man.
like.
And
we
they was
got
on
it.
they was on the Wheaties. Remember that year?
I do.
De La Salle.
They lost a high school team on the Wheaties box.
Are they? They're not that dominant and good anymore like that, huh? They not.
You know
They
what?
still
I think
contenders.
They not.
Yeah, I
doing
think
I think
they
they
still-
gonna
Winning
always
though.
nah.
But that winning streak, nah, they ain't gonna
That
do
winning
that no
streak
more.
probably like 5
Yeah.
years straight. But they gonna
Nah,
always
they was on a winning streak for
Nah, it
more
was
than
like
5 years.
it was like over a decade.
yeah, it was like.
I didn't want to do too much, but all I'm saying is they always gonna be contenders. They gonna always have a good football program. They might not be on top, but they gonna be
Yeah, I feel what you
mid
said.
range and up.
Do you need a cough or something?
Oh,
You sound like you had like a little frog in your throat.
nah. Do I? Nah. Nah, you got me second guessing myself. Like,
Nigga asking questions. I don't think. Maybe. I don't know.
man, hey, we in here talking to our next guest, Tiff. I forgot to tell you, we talking to the next guest. John was talking about, hey, don't worry about that. He's just the face of the company. Let me handle the business.
No,
Wait, what?
we talking to a guest.
Okay.
I'm booking somebody for the show, and
When was this?
this
is
t-
earlier today.
We had a meeting today.
Yeah.
So earlier, I was she hit me up and was like, "Yo, did you forget about me?" Basically, and I was like, "I apologize. You know, I'm working a new job. I haven't forgot about you. Matter of fact, are you available today?" I set it up, and then in midway talking, she was like, "Man, I just thought you forgot about us." He was like, "Don't worry about it. He's just the face of the company. He's just a
No, I said he's just a pretty face.
he's just a pretty face
I
of
was
the
like,
company." Don't
I was like, Tiff and I are the ones that.
I was like, I don't know how I feel about that, dog. I don't think you should say that no
Wait,
more.
no,
Like,
but
that's
look-
not-
No one agreed, but
Tiff,
everybody has their position.
Look though, this is what happened. She was like, "When can I come?" and Brandon gonna ask me on the phone, hey, when the next time my wife out of town? And
I said when Tiff, I said, hey yo, hey, when Tiff leaving? And he was like, that's your wife. I'm like, but you be knowing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Did he know? Did you know?
Yeah, he did. He talking about, yeah, she be here that week. I'm like, see, so why you just couldn't go with it?
The fact that you knew though, Ijoma, because he be swearing, I don't be telling him stuff.
It ain't on my calendar.
It don't matter.
It's on my calendar.
If it ain't on my, it's on your calendar. It ain't on my calendar. That's
She said it in front of you to me.
But she didn't book it on our calendar. We got a shared calendar. If it ain't on there, then I don't know what's going on. That's what I reflect on.
And it was at that moment that I told her that he's just a pretty face of the operation.
Did she chuckle?
She did.
Yeah, she did.
But he
said it like 3 times. I'm like, okay, the first time it was kind of funny. Now, where are we going with this? Like now, I don't know. I'm getting a little offended now.
It was the third time that she really chuckled. She was like, nah, I see what I'm about to get myself into.
That's hecka funny. So this weekend, okay, let me back up. So in high school, there was a group of us, right? 5 of us, 5 or so that were like tight. And over the course of these 20 years, it's crazy, first of all, that we've been out of high school for 20 years.
Yes.
You old.
Yeah.
Jeez. You know what I'm saying? Well, for real, I stopped talking to like all of them.
Okay.
Really. Not like falling out, but just
grew apart.
Yeah. Like my best friend, like the one that I was tightest with. I mean, we would talk, you know, but it'd be like years before I would see her, and less like a handful of times that I would talk to her over the phone or whatever. But she came to Chummy's birthday party in February, and she ended up spending the night with her kids and stuff like that. And then, you know, we kind of like reconnected, and it was cool. And then she was like, one of the other girls, again, every now and then I would see them. Every now and then I would talk to them. And then two of the other girls, I just didn't talk to at all.
This is remind me of the last OG episode. Keep going.
I don't even watch that show.
That's all good.
Okay. And so my main girl was like, she sent us first she was talking to me, trying to get my availability. I'm thinking she trying to set up the next date. We all get together, me and her and our families. And so I gave her a date, and then the next thing I know, I get a video of a picture that we took. I think it was when she turned 30? I don't know. I think the picture was like 10 years ago of all 5 of us. And she gave us this whole message like, dang, I came across this picture, and we ain't been together all in the same room in at least the last 10 years. I already checked with everybody's schedule, and everybody's available this day.
The setup.
The setup for real.
You see how women do you?
Yeah.
Everybody's available this day, so we can do this, go to Napa. We went to the Browns winery, the black-owned winery, and have dinner.
Wait, you've done this already?
Listen, this has happened this past Sunday. But she sent it like a month ago, right?
Okay.
Maybe even more than that. And then, so when she initially sent the video, and then everybody was texting back like, cool. And I was like, I need to pray about it, because I don't know if I want to see these people.
Stuff getting revealed. Okay.
Well,
Hello.
because it really, out of the 5 of us, it's really just one girl in particular who just literally stopped talking to me. And I don't know why she stopped talking to me.
All right.
But she just stopped talking to me. And we have mutual friends of mutual friends. So I would see her from time to time, and it'd just be like awkward. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Not even awkward, just, hey, what's up? But that's it. That's where it ended. And
Okay.
started and ended or whatever. So I was just kind of like, I told her, I was like, I really don't know if I want to go, because if I go, we're going to have to address this non-verbalization we've been having.
We got to get it out.
We have to talk about, because I can't break bread with you and just like act like it's cool. Like,
Come
no, it
on.
ain't cool.
It's not. Hello.
Right? And so I was like, so I don't know. And then The other ones is cool. It's just it's not so much that I talked to them or didn't talk to them. It was just nothing like happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just really just kind of grew apart or whatever. This guy, he was like started getting mad and like going off because he just did not want me to go.
So you didn't want her to go, huh?
Nah, my whole thing was like, dog, like if this how I move, dog. If you not hollering at me or I'm reaching out, say for example, me and you tight. Like throughout the years, we damn near like brothers now, right? So
Ooh, and I heard something before I came in the house that put my friendship with you in perspective. But keep going.
Okay, side note that.
so that I hope that's a good thing. but
Wonder what that is?
yeah, I hope it's a good thing. But so we kicking it, chilling. I'm hitting you up. We posted, I rely on you, vice versa, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And I'm like,
No
hey,
rhyme or reason.
hey
just
yo, Doc, like you know what I'm saying, like
sorry.
what up? And then you like not responding back. I come around, you not like you like, what do you want? I'm like, you good? You going through something? Nah. And then it turned to me reaching out.
Right.
And then it's nothing. And I'm like, all right, so now all these years in passed by and somebody else, a third party is setting it up for me and you. I was like, why are you going? Like she obviously don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Holla
but
at
she
you.
not going for her. She going for the main friend.
Exactly.
But you gotta address you though, like, you know what I mean?
I
Like, that's what I'm
understand.
saying.
I
was like,
understand that.
I was like, it's cool for the main friend, but I wouldn't get mad. But I just like, you sure you want to go? Like, trick it. Like, if you feeling like you feeling some type of way, then just don't go. Like, you ain't gonna gain nothing.
But
you ain't
I
gonna
was
miss nothing.
feeling the kind of way I was feeling was like, I really would like to know why.
I don't care, dog.
So you went.
Okay, so while I was still in limbo if I wanted to go or not, my girl hit me back and she was like, well, I just made the reservation, so I'll see you on this day.
I like her already.
Right?
Hello.
So then that happened. So it's like a month passed. And then so just past Sunday was, but she also started a group meet chat, right? And I'm like, I am not conversing in this group meet chat because it ain't cool. Like, I'm not about to sit and kiki with you and do all this stuff. So I was really impersonal in the group chat. Like, only time I responded is when she asked me about my kids. The main chick was like, because, we haven't seen each other. So I know everybody got kids and, blah, blah, blah. So, you asked me about my kids. I can tell you about my kids. So I posted about my kids, but I didn't like nobody's posts. I didn't like nobody's pictures. I just stayed completely impersonal. Like, I didn't like nothing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
you
getting
nigga,
good.
right?
nah, nigga.
Like, nobody got it. Not even the main girl. Like, nobody got nothing.
Gets no likes.
So it was hecka funny though. So that day, so in the group me, my main girl was like, all right, I'm gonna be in Fairfield. So if anybody want to pick me up, it's cool. So I hit her on the side. Like, I text her directly and was like, I'll come swoop, no problem. But she never put that in the group me chat, right? So then one of the other girls was like, hey, so I got to pick up so-and-so. We can all just ride together. And then my friend hit me back. She was like, so do you think it would be cool or is that doing too much?
Nah.
I was like, it's doing too much, right? And then I was like, nah, I'm not tripping because this was the other girl who I'm like didn't fall out with, but just I was like, it's cool. I can rock with her. But then that girl put, okay, so what about so-and-so? The other girl, the one that is like not cool. I hit my girl back. I was like, never mind. I'm not riding with y'all. I'll meet you there if that's what we doing. Like, I'm not doing it. It was hecka funny.
So you having a side conversation,
right?
To the group, okay?
I'm having a side conversation with my main girl.
Yeah.
So when I seen one of the girls trying to get everybody to ride together, I hit my main girl up and I was like, I'm cool. I'll meet you there. Do what you do. Like, it was just hecka funny. So then that happened. So anyway, just me and my main girl end up going, and then we end up meeting everybody there. So when we get there, it's the winery, but we're sitting
How was the winery?
It was cool. It's cool. Wine tasting is what it is.
Well, I mean, like,
Is it
prestige?
It wasn't. We wasn't on like a vineyard or anything. It was
Is
like
it one of those
downtown.
things where it's like because it's black owned, people been giving it that additional shine?
Nah, the spot itself was dope.
Okay.
Like the scene, the decor was on point. It was super classy, super chic. It looked like a dope place to go and just like, it was booked too. Like there was people all throughout there.
Okay.
Like you ain't coming
All
in there
right,
if
we
you don't have
thriving in
like.
Napa.
I did do something this weekend. Go ahead.
But we were at a bar, so it wasn't like a real
Yeah.
conversation piece there.
Yeah.
Just real like side talk and real,
Doing your
just-
little tastings.
right, just
Yeah,
super, just
I know what you're talking.
on the surface. So after that, then we go to a spot to go eat where we can like now start talking.
Yes.
But on my way there, I had already made a decision and made peace with my decision. I was like, you know what? I don't even care. Like, I don't need to ask her why she stopped talking to me because I already know whatever response she's going to give me will probably not even really be real or true or just
piss you off.
it just won't even really
justify
Yeah.
it.
it
how you
won't
feel.
justify it. It won't. I was like, you know what? Just gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna bring this energy. I'm just gonna be cool and just enjoy myself. Like I don't want to make nobody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Mind you, only my main girl is the one that know that I'm like
Not feeling it.
right.
Well, everybo's gonna know now. Go ahead.
It's cool. It's
Good.
whatever.
We like that.
But
Hello. Two dudes in the chick.
we keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Nah. So we go to eat, and again, the conversation is just like
On the surface.
on the surface, nothing super deep. Blah blah blah. We eating, chilling. Coincidentally, like I'm sitting next to the chick, but sorry, I keep it cool. Just small talk. So then she's like, all right, I gotta go. So she leaves. And then it's the four of us there now. And we start talking and stuff.
It's one of my stories.
I know, but it's a good one. So we start talking and then the conversation gets real. Like, how can it not? We haven't seen each other in 10 years.
Right.
So like, we just not
now
gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
So one of the girls was like, so what was the whole point? Like, are we just supposed to just get up and leave and just act like we just ain't been talking to each other and don't want to know like what's up or whatever? So anyway, long story short, Brandon, one of the girls ends up apologizing to me. Like, I just feel like I just need to apologize just because, we have been through some stuff. And I was like, yeah, I should have stopped being your friend back then for like the stuff we went through or whatever. But she just had to get it off her chest to apologize and just basically is saying that she wants to reestablish a friendship because she was like, I don't know you as an adult.
Okay.
You don't know me as an
Okay.
adult. Blah,
Reconciliation.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was like so
How that
dope.
make
It's
you feel?
cathartic.
It
Yeah.
made me feel so good because like this was my girl. Like out of the whole group, even though I had the main girl out of the whole group, she was my first friend. She was the one who I met first.
Yeah.
So it was like, dude, we got there at 2. We didn't leave the restaurant until like 8:45.
Oh, jeez.
Like we went through a whole.
Y'all was really
We went through a
talking.
menu change and only order breakfast.
You should record that on the low. That's
So,
podcast talk. Had Doc.
You gotta
Strip it
let me
down.
because you got me all invested in it. So nothing happened. No resolution with the one chick,
She left.
and
left.
none of the other 4 know why she just wasn't really vibing you or them like that.
I guess you had something.
Wasn't no speculation.
That's the thing, though. None of us have been talking with each other. Maybe a couple
Right.
in the group has,
But ain't
still
nobody
been,
really.
But ain't nobody really been fooling with her except for one of us. So it's not really crazy that,
Can we shout her out so we can?
Nah.
No.
Hell
No.
no.
But the whole thing
Clear.
was,
Like, no.
the whole thing to me was super dope because, like I said, like I knew I missed my friend, but I didn't realize how much I missed my friend.
Yeah.
And it's just so dope because we've been talking ever since, and already got like things lined up, and like it's just really
booked
dope.
and busy.
So,
Yeah.
so when y'all rekindle, it was like back to exactly.
It literally, because there's so much history there. It's 20 plus years because we met in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
So it's so much history there that it was just so easy just to boom, let's go. if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense.
So it just made me feel good because I don't really have a lot of friends per se. I got like 2, a couple that I like kick it with, and I barely kick it with them. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of family, so it just feels really good. Just to know you got the girlfriends, the crew back together.
You have a friend in me.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
got the doc. What are you talking about?
You got a
I'm talking
friend
about the
in me.
girlfriend, like the girlfriend. You know, like that girlfriend friends. Like I'm totally Joan with
Tiff
mixed with a
got
little bit of Tony.
friend in me.
So
feel
it just was a great weekend. I'm so glad that I went. And I told them, I was like, I didn't even want to come here today with y'all, like the quiet as kept. And then I told them about how impersonal I was being, and they all thought it was directed towards them. It was just heck of funny.
Now, the real question in all of this is, did you tell them about two dudes and a chick?
Did I talk about y'all?
What kind of?
What is
It don't
6
matter.
hours and no two dudes and a chick
Friends
shout
and
out?
family don't even listen to this, so why does it even
Nah.
matter?
Man, you gotta pull them
You
in.
still
now.
gotta let
They
them
They
know.
the new friends. They
Exactly.
Like, I need, if y'all want to be my friend, y'all gotta listen to my podcast.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
right.
If y'all want to know about me,
You
tune
gotta-
into this.
Yes.
Okay.
And come and
Message
see
that.
what it really do.
What kind of marketing person are you?
Exactly. Worried about your feelings. Worried about the show.
That's
No.
3 new subscribers right there.
Well, anyway, reconciliation is real. It just feels good.
That's actually a
And
dope
then,
story.
so you guys know, Tamar Braxton's niece just passed away. She was like 24. She was hella young. She had like a heart condition or something. But then my homegirl hit me up and she was like, dude, like after seeing that story of her passing, it just really just, you know, felt good. Like she apparently, you know how you hold on to things that you don't know you're holding on to until you release them? Then it's like, whew, that's a weight lifted that I didn't even know was there. Kind of like when you got a vasectomy. Like I didn't know I had that weight of like possibly having more kids on my shoulders until you got that vasectomy. And then I was like, whew, we ain't gonna have no more kids. That is like a weight lifted off my shoulders.
Okay.
No? Okay.
No, kind of went left, but
I did not. I was trying to give you guys an example. Like,
I'm with you.
I got
but
the example.
I got it. But what weight lifted off their shoulder that had to do with Tamar and y'all?
because
Shoot.
life is short.
Yeah.
Somebody just died. She was heck
Hence
young.
the 24-year-old.
24-year-old.
Life is short.
Yeah, when she started throwing vasectomy in there, it just went like, where we going with this?
It's all good. That's
You
why I
got it
said
though,
you had
right?
a pretty face.
You understand? You understood what I was saying, right?
Man, this man trying to
Oh,
sig
pretty
on the low. He trying to sig.
I just got
I'm
it.
gonna let a couple ride.
just
I'm
got
gonna let
it.
a couple ride.
But it was clear what I was trying to say, right? Like basically, the moral of the story
I got you. I got you
is
when you
life
said it in the
is
beginning.
special
No, we
and
got
life
you.
is short.
Yeah.
So if you got somebody out there that you've been feeling like, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel some kind of way with them again, let them know.
That's
Let
dope.
them know.
'Cause
Because
I'm-
had she come forward or had my girl, we
Not
coulda-
set this up, you would have been going on
we
without.
would have still been going on. But had somebody set it up 5
said-
years ago, it would have been
You saying this could have been settled?
I
communication.
still feel like you need to just, for entertainment purposes, you need to hit baby up and be like,
you know
what's
what?
your
I don't,
problem
I
with
don't
me?
really want to.
Recorded, huh?
Yeah.
Come on the
No,
show.
like I really,
Come on the show. Let's talk about what your problem is with me.
I really am okay with
It's probably something stupid too.
Probably.
It's over a dude.
It definitely is not over a dude. I can tell you that for
To
sure.
you, it's not over a dude. It might be over a dude to her. Like her dude
that's
might have been like,
Brandon.
I like Tiff.
I'm about to say it'd be over Brandon. Did she like you?
Man, who don't?
Oh,
That's
Hello.
what we trying to figure
Hey,
out.
you know he say, hey,
Hey.
every episode.
Yeah. You know what, man? Hey, speaking of friendships, somebody faked on me last week.
Oh yeah, you didn't want to go to the Click Clack Club.
After he said he gonna slide through.
You
All right.
did.
Well, first of all, man,
I called him. He was like, yeah. No, he called
he
me.
said he's gonna meet you there.
He called me and was like, y'all still going to the
Wait.
steakhouse?
I was having dinner.
Wait, before you go, there, what you talking about?
Friendship thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I was sitting in the car listening to Pastor Stephen Furtick talk, and he was saying that when you become an adult, no adult should have like a BFF, right? Like, because no one person should be able to just like fulfill everything for you in the way like a BFS is for you as a kid, right? But that it's important to have different friends in different pockets of your life that can meet you on different levels. You know what I mean? So that was important to me because for whatever reason, I'm always trying to put our friendship into context. And it is not so much of our friendship, but it's how close we got in such a short amount of time, right? Yeah. So it stems from like somebody asked me a question the other week. They was like, did you and Brandon plan to be neighbors? Like, did y'all like...
They must not listen to the podcast.
No, they don't. They was like, you know what I mean?
Like how close y'all is.
Yeah, like y'all do the podcast. Like,
say, you need to go listen to episode 2. No, y'all be.
Let me look at this. Number 3, listen to that and get back at me.
So I was just telling them, like, I went through the whole story. It was just like I literally hadn't seen that dude in 15, 16 years.
Hell yeah.
And then randomly just ran into him. And then, so then they was like, well, how did y'all get close? And I was like, honestly, it started with a random invite to a kid's birthday party.
First of all, why they all in your business? I'm just playing.
And I was just like,
who birthday party?
I believe it was Bella's.
Or was it the housewarming?
It was one of them. I think it was Bella's birthday party.
The ballerina birthday party at the park?
Yeah. And I just was like, I just remember going and feeling like so out of place.
You did?
And then I remember Nicole and Amaya feeling the same way too. And I think we ended up cutting. And I was like, but then I was just at the house. They in their rooms. I'm downstairs.
Came back to the house.
I did, because I'm like, I'm just in the house. They upstairs in their room. And I'm like, why am I in the house when I could be chilling out with people, you know what I'm saying, socializing. Right. And so I was like, and that's just how it happened, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like weird, but I was like, so Brandon is a close friend of mine. And sometimes I be feeling bad for my other friends that's been there with me for some time. Like, oh, this nigga Brandon just...
Pop want to say,
but it's deeper than that though,
right? And so that's listening to dude in the car just helped me understand that. Like,
I believe that friends also too, even like, well, first of all, I feel like when you become friends with somebody in your adult life, I feel like I call them your forever friends, because I feel like you already kind of know yourself, and right. You're already established in your life and blah blah blah. So it's not, you know what I mean, like. It's different. Right. And it'll probably last longer, because it's very rare to even be friends with somebody as an adult who you were friends with as a child. Yes, that's not normal. Wow. Like, it's special if you have it. It's not. It's very far and few between.
I 100% agree with that, because it's a lot of I'm cool with a lot of people that I met throughout the years as an adult, but they ain't as tight as us. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like everybody...
Even the people I kicked it with this weekend, I knew them way longer than I know you, but we 10 times tighter than...
Right. And
like, you know what I'm saying?
It was just that's the part that sometimes I go home and think about. It's just like, and then especially with the different events that happen, it's just like, damn, like I'm really close to this cat, and I'm really close to his family.
Me, dog.
I do, and it's like
I do.
But it's like 3-4 years ago, like I had no clue where you was at on this earth.
Or even thinking about him,
right? Like even it's even amazing to me, like how instinctively I saw you and said your name, bruh.
Yeah.
I will see somebody like baby that was over here.
Dude, that was. You guys know we had a lot of funny moments here in this house. Because that is definitely on the list as one of the funniest moments ever.
Speak about it because you got people
Dude,
wondering.
so I had somebody, a homegirl over here from Vallejo, like most of our people who are here.
Yeah.
And then Ijoma come through. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know who you are. And she said, and she said her name.
We went to high school together.
You know me. And he's like, no.
No, he said, no. She said, excuse me. She was hella mad and embarrassed, though. Because he looked at her dead in the eyes like, no.
Nah, because she just said it like she knew for sure.
Like, you going to know me. You know who I am. Like,
oh, man, that was so
nah.
funny. Anyway, yeah.
And to this day, I think he did that just to
On
knock her
purpose.
down. Like,
knowing how we know him now.
like I ain't gonna give it
Nah.
up just because you feel like I think
Nah,
you should.
Exactly.
The fact that you think
know what,
I should
Brandon?
know
I
you
think
and I
you're
don't.
right.
Yeah, he is because he looked at her and was
bro.
like,
I think you're right. Because that was just rude.
Nah, bro,
I didn't know.
No, that was rude, though.
I just hit somebody on Instagram.
That was rude.
He said,
I just hit somebody
nah,
on
I don't know
Instagram
you.
today. They sent me a message. It was a nice message, a DM. I responded, and then I'm like, I know you, but where do I know you from? Like
That's fine.
Like
That's
she had to
very
be
polite
like,
to say.
she had to be like, nigga, I grew up like 3 houses up the street from you, and I was like, oh, like, but I'm like,
That's different than what you did that night.
Yeah, you just
I
looked
didn't
It would
know
have been
who he
different if you'd
was.
been like, we went to school together. Like, what's your name again? Not like, no.
no.
I didn't know who she was. Y'all roll for that though.
Nah.
I didn't know who she was. Like,
Clearly.
I didn't know she was gonna say that. She was
I
talking
didn't know
to you.
she was going to say that either, but
Yeah.
she just was confident.
Cause I was like, hey, how you doing? This is my boy Doc. His name is Joma, but I think y'all. She's like, yeah, I know him. We went to school together. You don't remember me?
And then she said her name.
My name is so and so.
see,
Nah.
y'all just keep opening up old wounds.
Woo!
Y'all
Woo,
wrong.
that was so funny.
Y'all wrong.
But I feel like friends, no matter how short or long, you know them, it's a season, and I feel like some friends serve a specific purpose in your life.
That's
Because you're not going to get what you may need from every single one of your friends. That's why within the crew, you still got somebody within the crew that you like.
Vibe
That's
with
my
more.
main. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I love all y'all, but this one right here, like, you know.
That's true. Because the funniest part of all of it, what brought on the questions was, I've been having discussions about moving out of state.
What?
And every
You knew that,
time,
Brennan?
Man, this be opposite.
and every
You knew
time,
that?
every time I have this discussion, I'm like I be like,
Drop the bomb on air.
I be on it.
Hey, nope, this one time.
I be on it. I be like, yeah, I could move out of state, and then I be like,
I'm gonna make you feel.
I'm be like, Brandon gonna be devastated
Heck
though.
yeah.
Like
You was
every
gonna be devastated
like,
when you talking about moving just to a different city, like,
like
yeah.
every time I be like, Brandon ain't gonna survive. Like,
ain't gonna survive.
I'm gonna try to get him. What you gonna do with your daughter?
and then the question be like, why does Brandon matter? I'm like, I don't know. He just do.
Man, stay in state, dog.
I'm like, every time I tell this brother,
You don't need to go nowhere.
I gotta come home once a week to tape.
Gotta fly in a sack.
Dang.
Hey, I'll do that
we
too.
We can't end right before we get started.
Man,
nah,
for real, we
ain't-
cracking, man. Hey,
we
we-
ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Got
Hey,
the merch.
we
Go
got
ahead
the
and talk
merch
about
now.
it now.
Yeah, man. I just asked him about.
I just sent the pictures out to my people, and somebody said, "Are they for sale?"
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to record tonight too. Like, I could have drove back up here on Saturday, but I was like, I got
Oh, so
this.
you lied to me?
No, I'm gonna be out of town. I could sacrifice and drive 2 hours on Saturday, but I was just like, nah.
Oh, you're not gonna be out of town, but you're just gonna be out of town.
I'm gonna be in San Jose. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Nah, it's out of town enough.
So
And
I
it
was just
like
like, let me bring this merch tonight. You know what I'm saying? Come in like Santa Claus.
Man.
Hey, when I walked through the door, Brandon looking at me like,
I'm like, what is
what's
that?
this boxing head?
Hey, that was hard, man. I appreciate that, dog.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I don't know. He just dropped in with like 30 shirts, 6 hoodies, heck of tank tops.
I love a hoodie.
made a few creative adjustments. You know what I mean? Just so that, you know, it stand out on the shirt. But I thought it came out pretty nice,
I'm
man.
gonna be wearing these hoodies. Well, this hoodie like crazy, dog.
And yes, they is for sale. Like,
hey, I think we should give some some
We
fans.
can have like a sweet.
you think so?
And we gotta do something with these hoodies, man. At least a couple of them, like just.
We can talk about that later.
Okay, but
I was feeling, you know what? See, I forgot that you wear a hoodie all the time, Tiff.
Tiff the hoodie queen.
But I was feeling some type of way because I was like, these niggas gonna be like, nigga, it's summertime.
Hell no.
I wear a hoodie
Like-
to the gym every day.
Like, why is he walking in
I
here
work out in a
summertime with a
hoodie.
hoodie?
I work out in a hoodie. So
As soon as the sun go down, I'm hoodied up. You know my pink hoodie.
Yes.
I'm faithfully in that joint.
Yes.
we know.
Yes, we know. And I know to the point where I thought about
Getting the pink one.
getting a pink
I
one
want
for
a
you.
pink one. Oh, for him.
I thought about it. I thought about getting you a pink one just to see what she had to say. Like,
I would have been like,
How you
where's
get him a pink
mine?
one and give me a black one? Like, what is going on?
but
That's so funny though, because I just told Brandon that like I've been buying new gym clothes and I just been buying black gym clothes, and then you come through with a black hoodie.
yeah. So, you know, we're gonna be official out here in these streets, man. They gonna see us and they gonna be like,
Merch on the cruise. I don't know
That's
about
what he
wearing
just
that hoodie
said.
in the Bahamas.
that's why I got the 2 tank tops for him.
Hey, but
I gotta see what I can do, because you know I already got our wardrobe together on the vision boards and stuff.
I know that's why I was gonna tell you, man. Like, if you can just, you know, just put it on one time, you know what I mean?
Oh, actually, that's what I was gonna ask you guys too. So, like I said, I'm putting our wardrobe together.
Yes.
So I put our outfits together. I take pictures and I put them all together on a
I already know what you want.
collage, right?
Okay.
Of what everybody's wearing.
Hello.
Got them all ready. You know what I'm saying? 8 days, 40 outfits. I'm gonna be ready.
8 days for the outfits. All right.
Yeah, 'cause it's 5 of us.
5 of y'all. Yep. I'm
Some
with
days it's 7 of us. So he's saying that it's cool. Whatever you wear, whatever you get, I'm wearing. Because he don't even know. Like, I just been buying clothes for everybody. Yeah. I'm just going to lay out everybody's clothes in the morning. This is what you guys are putting on.
Yeah.
He said he wants the vacation, swim trunks, and all that stuff. So I've been getting him all this stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have them skinny legs
And
out.
then when he tries all this stuff, his swim trunks, like his whole thigh is out. It's so funny.
You got the 1950s trunks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, skinny legs and all.
Oh
so I
my
said,
God,
check
it's
that.
so funny.
I'm be
So-
out there like Tasmanian devil.
And so he said he want to look very like I'm on vacation. I was like, cool. So then I saw these outfits and they were so nice. And then, I get really excited when they have it in every size and even in like for girls. So I sent him this picture and I was like, can we wear these?
Hell no.
It was a button up and it was like palm trees with bananas all over it. And then it was a dress for me and Bella, green palm trees and bananas all over it. And then the boys let me show you. I had just a banana shirt with bananas all over it. He said that we can't wear that.
Nah.
Dog.
Can we
That's all I'm
wear
saying.
it?
Black people can't wear no
Nah.
banana shirts, dog.
Nah.
Look,
Look at this shirt, dog.
No, what is? Oh, no.
we can't wear that.
Nah.
I said we gotta get different fruit.
Nah. You
I
can-
said I'm down for any other fruit, but
I'm
not no
mad they
bananas.
use Jamaican colors on
Yeah,
that.
that's
Hey,
what I'm saying.
The
nah.
other fruit but
I said
bananas.
any fruit but bananas.
And then I was like, okay, they got a watermelon one.
I was like, I
Nah.
don't know about that one either. I was like,
'Cause y'all
that's
can't
better
be
than
the-
bananas, but
y'all-
like,
Y'all can't be the black family going.
That's what I said.
Hey, because on one hand, you got images of monkeys and all that.
Yeah, other hand, niggas eating watermelons. I got these kids with dreads. What? Look,
So you don't miss enough for you? We can't, we
Yeah,
can't do it.
look, hey, I got a wild, crazy afro. My kids got dreads. Tiff got braids. So we looking like, you know what I'm saying, power to the people family. And we got on watermelons
my
and
God.
bananas. I was like, we can't
I
rock
was like,
that.
they look so tropical and so vacation-y.
Now the shirt look dope. I agree with you, but we just can't do that pattern.
Not even on the boat.
Hey, I'm looking forward to the cruise, though, bro.
Dang.
Y'all going to Atlantis when we get to Bahamas?
We're still.
Because I looked at that.
Let me ask the people. Can y'all chime in? We still
Day
got
pass.
some time. And so, what do you guys think if you've been to the Atlantis? We're trying to go. It will be for a day pass. Is it worth it?
Talk to us, people.
Let me know, because I'm
I
on
feel
the
like
fence.
y'all better off just going to the beach.
We're gonna do that the next day.
You been to Atlantis?
I've been to Atlantis. Atlantis is dope. Like, don't get me wrong, Atlantis is dope.
But is it $800 though for one?
That's
day?
what I was just about to say. You gonna spend $1,000 for the?
Yeah, because it's $200 for adults and like one.
That's what I said. 800. That's what. Look, I talked to this lady at baseball practice. Well, Tiff did, and she was like, "Look, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Me and my husband spent $1,000 for a week.
But they went to go there. They
stayed on a resort. She was like, to go $800 for one day, that's not worth it. Now I was telling Tiff, I'm like, it ain't even a day. It's like 6 hours.
Yeah, nah.
I was
I'm
telling Tiff,
paying.
like,
It's 8 hours.
I'm paying $200.
8
I'm gonna end up
hours, my
paying
bad.
like $250 to go to a resort for the day. But that's just two people, $250. It's just like, all right, well, you know what I mean.
That's doable.
All you can eat, all you can drink. Like, we'll
And then
do
it
that.
don't even come with no
$250,
food.
Brandon, that's gonna be like about the
Dog,
same.
it don't even come with
It
no
does.
food.
It comes with lunch.
Come with lunch.
Yeah,
No drink passes.
That's hot dogs and
Yeah,
French
that's what I'm
fries, bro.
saying. No rum punch. Like none of that stuff, dog.
But like I said, the kids are gonna have fun at the water park.
Well,
And if you saying like, can you put a price on their fun? And the answer is yes, you can.
But
here's
but here's the thing, though. My cousin brought this to my attention. She was like, "I'm going because I've always wanted to go
And
there."
she's too deep.
Can you let me finish?
I just said she's too
And she
deep.
wants to create an experience for her daughter. She was like, "However, you guys will have already been there, because we're going before the cruise. So it was like, you guys are already been there. We're going to Gatorland. We're going to Disney World, 2 parks at Disney World. So we're doing a whole
Y'all
lot."
going to Atlantis before, but I got you.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're doing all that before. So she was like, I mean, like, y'all will be good if you didn't do that. Because
Are you going to the Disney water park?
Heck no.
I don't know what we doing.
No, we're not. We're going to Gatorland. Sorry, Chen. We're going to
Drop
Gatorland.
the mic on the boy head.
Gatorland, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom.
I feel like you should go to the water park.
I'm definitely not going to the water park.
The water park, dope.
No.
Okay.
Speaking of water parks, and just going
That's
and
about
everything.
Nothing in there.
No, it's nothing in there. So I had the conversation yesterday about like what kind of bikini can I bring
For you?
for her?
I was,
Mm-hmm.
I was so confused.
No, I could wear one, but
You gonna wear Speedo?
not gonna cross dress on this trip. We're gonna.
Wear Speedo.
She was like, am I gonna be judged if I come with a 2-piece? I'm like, nah. But you might get some stares because
From who?
Here's the thing with this whole swimsuit thing.
black women, y'all to me are just funny acting when it comes to swimsuits.
Listen, I be at these water parks with the kids, and I be looking at these people, and I be like, I should be okay with wearing a swimsuit because these people, I really feel, is however confident you are.
However comfortable
That-
you are with your body.
Swimsuits is the only reason why sometimes I wish I was white. Because a white person to put on a 2-piece and not think twice. A black woman will be fit
What that got
in
to
the
do with you
gym,
being white,
and because I want to be a part of that experience.
but you gonna put on a 2-piece?
No, be part of the experience of being with somebody who put on a 2-piece. A black woman will be in shape, put on a 2-piece, and still get in the pool with a t-shirt on. You be like, you gonna take the t-shirt off? No, this is good enough. You take the t-shirt off.
I think that
Just
It'll
spend
be
good
fine.
money on that bikini
Uh,
for you to hide it under the t-shirt.
so, hey, what was the result? She going with the 2-piece?
I don't know what she going
for
with.
her to
Bro.
wear her too.
I actually
Look.
could care less.
You on vacay, baby. Do you?
I was like, just do you. We'll
Yeah.
figure out the
I
rest
saw
of it
somebody put, I'm about to go to the beach, and the beach is gonna get whatever kind of body I bring.
later. Hey,
Hey, speaking of the beach, speaking of bodies, Y'all been on y'all junk? No carbs?
I have, bruh.
Yeah,
And
but we need to revamp that.
it's been a challenge.
Revamp
Why?
it to
What do
what?
you? Why? What has it been challenging? What have you been wanting to eat?
I haven't been craving anything as much as it just like
What would you?
when I'm
normally eat that
hungry,
you can't eat?
I just all of the options that I be thinking about.
It's carbs.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like I was gonna stop the other day in by Crepeville and just I was like,
It's Crepeville.
Get a crepe?
I was gonna get a crepe.
I ain't where's
Oh,
Crepeville?
crepe. I thought you said crepe.
Yeah, it's in downtown Sac. But I'm like the crepe is carbs. And then I had like justified to myself like, okay, maybe I can get away with that cuz it's a little thin piece of whatever. So I was like, okay. But then I was like, but then they're going to give me a half a plate of potatoes. And it was like the more I just thought about it, it was just like I'm walking into a carb trap.
Yeah, that's hey dude. I that's why I hit y'all up like it's chips carb, and I was like, you know what, it is. I ain't gonna even eat it.
Yeah, it just.
And then I talked to her. She talking about you can eat rice, you can eat potatoes, just bread. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, nah, them is all carbs. So I'm gonna try to go hard in the paint because I
Me
went
too.
hard in the paint with you, but I've told I'm okay if it's like, okay, we can do a modified no carbs, as in like no bread.
That's what I just said. No bread, no pasta.
Yeah, but I'm still go hard in the paint. On
All
it,
right,
though.
so oatmeal good.
Oatmeal, yeah. Could you still be working out? Oatmeal's
Yeah.
good. Just no bread, no pasta, no refined sugar, no candy, no soda, no juice,
Yeah, so and that's
no
been
alcohol.
that's been the other hard one.
No salt.
Yeah,
no,
because you're
no.
a soda drinker. aren't
I
you?
am a soda drinker.
I've been good.
I am a soda drinker. So it was just like, it was like I was in 7-Eleven the other day.
Everything was looking just.
Everything was looking delicious. And then I was going to get a big Gatorade, but I was just like, that should like,
Get the G2.
G2.
okay. I had to really
But that's less sugar though.
I just do the Crystal Light
Listen, the
packets.
whole
And somebody
thing
probably
is
going to be
this
like, don't drink
just
Crystal Light
to
packets,
make
but
better choices.
Hey.
No junk food. Like, you guys can. do
yeah,
it.
but I'm like, that's one of the things I'm like, if I can't do this
You need
for 50
guidelines.
days,
Then you got a problem.
then I got a problem.
So if y'all want to do this with us,
So
man,
maybe
like
you
tap
have a
in.
relationship with food.
Tap in and let's get this going, team. If y'all listen to this, we doing a no carb, no sugar, no
Carb, no sugar.
no noodles, no
Light carb.
Yeah,
only carb.
yeah.
Only carb. The only carb you can eat is oatmeal,
I'm almost done.
and that's it, right?
Oatmeal, you
Yeah,
see
let's
it,
say for our folks, you could either do the no carb, no sugar, or you could do the low carb.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Like
if
for
it's,
you, like all you eat,
it's just two oatmeal packets.
or if you
in the
do
morning.
carbs, like your potatoes or your brown rice, you have to do no carbs after 6.
I'm just staying away from it, man. Like I'm gonna just do.
Like,
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm-
do oatmeal in the morning.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm
I
a-
just don't want you to
Hey,
be
I'm good
skinny.
with
I
that.
don't like you skinny.
I feel that.
Like,
What?
and you working out.
You
and
getting skinny.
I don't want
Yeah.
you skinny. That's what I'm saying.
I'm like no carbs, no sugar for the next 3 years
Yeah.
to get to where you at now.
Nah, dog.
Next 3 years.
I'm also, check this out, bruh. I'm also gonna fast for Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Yep.
Ramadan.
Oh, you doing the whole Ramadan joint?
I'm
Like,
gonna do the whole Ramadan
What
joint.
is Ramadan?
It's basically you don't eat till sundown.
Yep.
But who does that?
Muslims.
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 Yeah. What made you want to go that route?
Man, I was just I just really want a challenge.
Hey, you know
Wait,
what? That's
that's the-
intermittent fasting.
I'm about to
down
say
there.
that. You about to lose heck of weight.
That's what I'm doing right now. Honestly,
Intermittent.
I don't eat till 2:00. Between 2 and 10. That's all I eat.
Really?
I've been doing that for like the past.
I thought you stopped doing that.
Nah, I've been doing that for the past like month.
You don't be hungry?
I don't eat anyway, dog.
You be so
Like,
busy.
No,
You
I
be
got
working
you.
now.
hey, but I be like I don't if with me moving, I can go how long without eating.
I got you.
And that's
Because
and
he
if
starts his day so early.
and if I ain't working out, like it's a ripple effect. If I don't work out, then I feel like if I ain't eating right, I'll be like, I don't want to work out because I ain't eating right, and then it just becomes
And when he doesn't work out, he's tired more, and
yeah, I'm like weird when I don't work out.
all bad.
Cause everything ain't lined up. I ain't
Nah, I
hitting
feel
all
it.
cylinders.
But Ramadan just happened this year to fall within
Right
these
now.
next 50 days. So it starts on Monday,
Mm-hmm.
and then it rolled for 30 days.
So you
And
just don't eat while the sun's out.
yep,
Yeah.
it's sunrise to sunset.
But aren't you supposed to be like praying and doing all kind of other stuff too?
I'm gonna pray. I'm just not gonna pray to Allah.
I don't even know why that's funny, but it's not.
But it's like the meaning behind Ramadan is like it's supposed to be about sacrifice. It's supposed to be about love, right? Like all those different things. So
Now you know what? I talked to my brother. He says like a reset, like a boot
Yeah.
camp. It's basically like everything you said, but
Yeah.
it's like a reset to like. Man, I don't even want to quote him wrong, dog.
But I got this app that tell you when the sunrise and sunset
You
is.
go by the time or by what it looks like outside?
He trying to cheat.
No, I'm gonna go by what my app says, right?
The app say it's sort of down.
Because you
even
know
though
the
it's light
sun
outside.
sets like
That's what
at
I'm saying.
7:20, but it's
Well,
still
no.
the sun is still out.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what this thing say. This is so vicious, man. Like this is where I almost backed out of it. No thanks. All right, starting Monday,
Later.
sunrise, 4:27 a.m.
That's what time the sunrise.
Sunset,
You're not even in the United States.
sunset, 8:00.
You're not even in the United States.
No, this is based off of Elk Grove.
The sun does not rise at 4:20.
I'm telling you what the thing says. It might not be that
And what
way,
time the sunset?
but it got the sunrise starting at 4:30, and it got the sunset starting at 8.
So you can't eat till after 8.
Yeah.
Can't even tell.
But
So
now if
About
you
right.
go on your Apple weather report, and the sun sets a lot sooner than 8:00.
All you gotta do is look outside. Like you ain't gotta look out the window.
Because the times don't reflect what, you see
what I'm
outside.
gonna end up doing, because
Whichever one comes first.
I'm not gonna be able to. I know I'm not gonna be able to make it all day like that. So I'm gonna eat my meal after 8, and then I'm gonna set my alarm for like 3:30, 4, and I'm gonna eat something in the morning
So you just
before.
gonna eat twice a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna still eat twice a day, but I'm gonna just eat, go to sleep, wake up, eat, go back to sleep, and then get my day started.
A lot of people do that during Ramadan.
Hold on a sec.
Because you can't eat during the day, and if I don't put something in my system in the morning, then I'm going basically
The whole day without eating.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can go in. What time you go to bed? You go to bed late, right?
I usually go to bed late, like 12, 1 o'clock.
Then from eight,
You can get 3 meals.
yeah,
in
you
there.
get a couple of meals, dog, from 8 to 1. So at
So
8 o'clock,
eat a meal, 12 eat a meal, and then wake up in the morning and eat a meal.
Yeah.
Nah, 8 to 12 is a big jump. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can eat 8, 10, 12.
Either way it go, I plan on I just have to adjust my sleep schedule so that I'm getting multiple meals in during that time, and then fast during the
Take a
day.
nap every day.
The only thing that I'm not gonna do that they do on Ramadan, like Ramadan is supposed to be like no eating or drinking, and I'm gonna drink water. Like I'm gonna make sure that I stay
Hydrated.
hydrated.
Listen, because dehydration.
It's
Let me
all
tell you.
bad.
But I remember back in the day when Hakeem Olajuwon was playing basketball, and he would go through Ramadan like during the season. I remember they would be concerned because he'd be weak, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't eating. Like if you were, and that's the thing. I want to be hardcore with it. Like
You want to?
yeah, like I guess I'm not being hardcore because I'm saying I'm gonna drink water, but I want to be true to the like sunrise, sunset. Like if your brother Muslim, like if your brother observed Ramadan and if he can do sunrise and sunset, then I feel like why can't I?
Because you're not Muslim.
I understand that, but
I feel like it's different.
you do?
They
I
doing
feel
it
like
for a
it's
different purpose.
Because for them, it's their culture, it's their religion. It's like he said, they're doing it for a different purpose. So it's a different meaning behind it, which means it will be a different, what's the word I'm looking for?
Motivation.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah, well, I want to get closer to God too. So
You missed ours. Weren't we supposed to do the, what is it, the 40 days before Easter? What is that called? Lent?
Lent, ain't that for Catholics?
I thought it was for Christians too.
I thought it was
I've never
Catholics.
seen Christians with the ash on the forehead.
But it should look.
I don't know about the ash part, but I feel like Christians do it too.
Your sister did that crazy fast last year
I wouldn't doubt it.
when she did
The 40
that.
days. Oh, before Deja left, huh?
Yeah, when they did like no eating for 30 days. And I was just like, what are y'all doing? So,
Well,
but
good luck to you.
yeah,
You can do it. Even
I
if
just
you
wanna
do
see.
a modified version, whatever, just as long as you pick what you're going to do and
stick to it.
stay to it, it's all good.
But I have been, because I want to do this, I have been reading up on intermittent fasting.
That's what I do, dog.
And-
Like, it's gonna drop. Like, not that you in it for that, but you gonna.
Yeah, but it's just been interesting to hear folks.
Take on it.
Yeah, and it seemed like a lot of folks is really just like look, like when you start doing this, then you maximize like that time when you eat, but it also brings discipline in your life in terms of like, I ain't got to eat all day or all
That
night.
is real. Like,
Like-
I don't eat till I get home.
Right.
So I say 2, but I get home like 3:34, and I
just
start,
boom, you
yeah,
hit it.
boom, boom, boom. Tiff cooked dinner. Like today, I only got 2 meals in, but I got a shake in, so I got a solid 3.
Then
I'll probably
there's
take one before I go to bed.
there's some people who do that like alternating days. Like one day I eat, one day I don't eat. I'm like, I was like, I got to eat every day.
Yeah, I got time for that.
So depending on how I do with Ramadan, I might pick up the intermittent fasting, man. The science behind it seems,
Logical.
Legit.
yeah, like just the idea of like, they not saying that you don't make healthier choices in terms of what you eat, but
you can't. You know what's crazy about that? You can't just eat whatever. I'm going the healthy route, but you can't.
right.
eat.
That's what they saying. Like
You can just
you
eat
can just
McDonald's.
eat,
Like,
yeah,
like
you can
long as-
eat whatever.
Yeah.
But
it should
for
be-
me, like this will probably happen tonight. But like after I record, I go home, I be hungry for some reason. And so if it's a day that I had breakfast at 9 a.m, then I'm not finishing eating until 11, 12 that night. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to sleep, and it's just like, nah, to be able to say, nah, this is your window. Get it in while you can. Like that's intriguing to me. So we'll see.
Hey, but why you fake on me Saturday? He thought I forgot.
He really wanted to know.
Man, it's 2 primary reasons. One, I was having dinner with someone, trying to figure out some things for the summer.
Lasted longer than expected.
It lasted way longer than expected. We got to talking about her life, dude she done dated, being courted by swingers, the whole 9. Like, you know how
Approach to
sometimes,
get busy with the couple.
yeah.
Wow.
She was like, every time I see this dude, like I guess they
Dang.
in the same. She was like, every time I see him,
Who would you say somebody came to you and said,
I don't know. Depends on what your woman look
I
like.
was just gonna say what your girl look like.
that's what you would say?
What's your girl look like? And okay, let me ask my wife.
But
see
she
what's up.
nice looking. She nice
You're
looking,
right.
but she didn't said that like dude didn't put his girl on the phone. Like his girl is like, we love to have you. Like,
That's just so strange.
you know what I mean? But she said the reason why she won't do it is because she feel like she's their entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, and that makes her feel like,
Well, that's the whole point of it.
right.
Well,
exactly.
that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
If a couple is approaching you to come get in their bed,
Right.
it's because,
You're really there. Like you're the toy.
yeah.
Yeah. And they, and you know, so we got to talking about, so then after that, bruh, I was in my sweats and stuff. And I was just like,
I didn't want to change. I feel you.
it wasn't even the want to change. It was just like, I really don't want to kick it with the dudes he kicking it with.
Hey, nah, believe it or not, dog, I had a good time.
You have a good time
Anywhere.
anywhere and with anyone, and that's the difference between you and I.
Yeah, that's true. 'Cause remember he sat in the car and read his book while you guys were being tourists?
Yeah. you was go-
Hey, dude.
you was
You
gonna
know, you
have a
would
good
need to
time.
take somebody like an Omari with you to stuff like that.
Hey, nah, man.
I was gonna be looking at you like, look, bruh, like
The only thing. Look, I tried. The only thing we
Did
had.
you talk about your podcast?
Yep. Nah, I'm lying. But the only time we went to dinner, right? Hey, you know, we went to that spot in the stadium. I forgot I tagged it, but you could bring your own wine bottles there.
I love it.
I like BYOB, and it ain't no cork fee. That was pretty dope to me. So we had probably 10 bottles of wine on that thing, and it was 7 dudes. We probably went through 8 of them.
Okay.
And then after that, they wanted to go to the spot upstairs. I'm like, yo, we black. I don't know if y'all want to go. It was like, dude, we're going to have fun. It shouldn't be like that. I'm like, all right. Cool. We went up there. They was getting dissed left and right. Fly Brothers, too. Don't get me wrong, but
Right.
it just wasn't our crowd.
It wasn't
And
it.
I was like, we need to go where our people at. And they was like, man, I ain't trying to go to that ghetto stuff. I'm like, all right.
And that's why I didn't come.
Look, I'm like, yo, like with our,
And there it is.
Yes.
I'm like with a more hip hop. I'm like, yo, we at a top 40 spot. Like at top 40, we ain't gonna get no love in no top 40. It's like being in Vegas. They like, nah, I'm cool. And then there's like, let's go to Club Mix. All right, dude. One of the dudes had a black VIP card. That's how much you go there. So he was like, man, I get in free. So we walked up there. He's like, this my card. All right, all 7 y'all upstairs. And they just walked us upstairs. It was the same situation as the other club, but bigger. And everybody was like, yo, man, they tripping. I'm like, hey,
Y'all,
I didn't want to be that dude.
so y'all was out hunting for snow?
Nah, it wasn't even no hunt. But we was halfway ripped. So we was having fun within ourselves. So, you know, that attract people to you.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it was some cats that was just looking. I'm like, dude, don't look. Just let me tell you brothers out there, man, if y'all ain't got this game so far.
Gosh.
When you going out, just have fun. And whatever you're having fun is going to attract the type of chicks that want to come to you. That's just a little game that dudes should know already. But yeah, when they were going out there like, man, I want to go. I'm like, dude, you just can't. Like, go ahead. And they was getting dissed left and right. But if we would have went to the bowling alley club, like I told them,
You been there before?
nah, but I've been there. I've been there. Like I met up with when at the end of it, and it was hella black people leaving the bowling alley, the club, getting it popping. But now they want to go to some upscale club with some top 40. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss too much, but you could. It would have been a cool vibe for you though. I think you would have had a good time. It was free.
It's not a matter of me having a cool time. It was just I had just drove back from Portland that morning.
Yeah, that is true.
And I was like, though they are not who I want to spend my time with. Like it's just one of them things where it was just like, those are Brandon friends. They don't need to be Dr. IJ's friends. And them would be the ones that I would be like, nah,
I really just met everybody that night.
I believe you.
I just knew one person.
I
But
believe
it's cool.
you. Is it disrespectful? Just so y'all know, like it's a person that I don't deal with if I say like it's Doc.
Oh, okay.
If you say what?
It's Doc.
It's Dot.
It's Dot.
That means he don't fool with him.
Yeah. Like if there's ever somebody around.
And he introduces himself as Dot. That means
Doc.
Yeah.
Oh, like when you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I always introduce him as Doc, and he be like, "Is he Jumper?" But if he like, "How you doing?" Yeah, he don't fool with him. So if y'all listening,
You already knew that?
I mean, I would have picked it up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've done that before?
Yeah.
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 Here?
Everybody
do it.
Who
don't
you do that with?
everybody
I don't know, but
don't-
I seen him.
everybody don't get the right to call me by my name.
Ijoma?
Yeah.
Give him
Oh.
a stage name. It's Doc.
Like
Dr.
Like-
IJ.
That's the one show I was watching. Red Line is a new show that just started. And this one black lady was talking to like an older black lady, and she called her by her first name, and she said, "Are we friends?"
No, serious.
It was like funny because she did it so smooth, and then after the next thing, she was like, "I want to be Mrs." and she called her by her name. It was
That's
just
exactly how I am. It's like, nah, it's Dr. IJ, but it's nice meeting you. Have a good one.
I got checked like that. I said, "Hey, Elizabeth." She's like, "Sergeant Elizabeth." I said, "Oh." She's like, "I would like for you to address me as that." I said, "Okay,
Yeah.
Sergeant, my bad."
That means you ain't, But it's all good. It's all love. It's just, I'm very clear about who I'm willing to give my time to and who I'm not.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
Time is all we got.
Yeah. So
Speaking of time.
I was saying that time. Let's dip about, man. It's late. Thank y'all for listening. 2 dudes. Man, next week we coming with a book, man. I'm finishing that book this week.
All right.
And I'm going to give it to you. Oh, you going to be out of town.
I'll get it from you. I could read the book in 2 days.
All right. I'm going to give it to you Monday.
All right.
You still not done with the book?
Man, I got like 70 pages left. I'm damn near done with it. I got hella notes on it and everything. But let's get into it next week. Shook Ones, we've been saying that for the past 3 months. 2 dudes and a chick. We might have guests next week, so put it back. We gonna get it in though. 2 dudes and a chick, and we out. Peace.
It's gonna be November. You gonna be talking about.